if you sit around and you call Trump a racist, it's not going to help you. And I'm going to tell you why. But there may be one exception to the rule of how it may help you, but it's kind of twisted. And you have to understand this video to get context. Because basically, I run a business called raises.com. And, as a black person, half of the people we work with, they happen to be black, not because we target them, but because they come to us. And one thing I noticed when I talk to people about what Trump is doing, about Elon Musk, and about all these things that are happening, about what people think, whether he's racist or not, what I see is very interesting. Most people, they say that they do not focus on it. And why do they say that? People defer power to those who they call racist and who are in power. So if you say somebody is racist and they have power over you, and some people get into a negative loop because of some little psychological trick called confirmation bias. It's like when you see a car and you drive, let's say you drive a blue Tesla, then you start seeing blue Teslas everywhere. It's because you're wired for seeing things and that you observe a lot in your environment. Sort of a cognitive bias. So if you have a belief about something and then you see the belief manifest in your reality, you will find every excuse on one extreme to think that everything that you don't get is because of the thing. In other words, if you think somebody's racist without you having proof, and I'm not saying there's no proof that Trump is racist, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you think that somebody's racist without any proof, then you'll create proof in your head that every action that they took is racist. And you'll say that, like, some people I've seen, they say, I can't raise money because I'm black. This person didn't fund my deal because I'm black. Meanwhile, they had a pretty terrible deal and terrible pitch. So it's very, very, very dangerous to go on a slippery slope of starting to call people racist and start to take away your power from everything. And that's the main aspect I'm saying. And if you focus on something that you have no control over, then it's not productive. And then that's one annoying way of running it. But you can actually assume that Trump is racist and it can actually benefit you. Because if you assume that Trump and things are racist, then you can also look for ways to take advantage over how people feel. It's really dangerous to get stuck in a game and not be the one who uses the game for your advantage. So if you're playing chess, you want to use the pieces and look at the whole game instead of being a piece yourself and being moved around like a pawn. You see people that are complaining about racism, people that are getting famous because of racism, people that are making money out of racism, out of DEI. Without any attachments to any of it, you can capitalize off the people that are angry about racism as a business person. So instead of getting all wound up in things that you may or may not be able to control, just look at it from a capitalist point of view if you want to benefit from it. I know so many people that got famous because of the George Floyd thing, whether they really cared about it or not. Some black entrepreneurs got famous because of that. And they made a lot of money because of that. So whether you think it's right or wrong, it's what people are doing. So basically what I'm saying is, like, as long as unless you're controlling policy or you're in politics or you're able to actually change something that you believe is wrong, you getting resentful or angry about something that you don't think you can control, it's probably not a good idea. But if you're walking around a gated community that you think is racist because you have proof, don't walk around there with a hoodie or anything because you probably get shot accidentally. So there is a time to think about racism to protect yourself or to protect people that you love. But when it comes to thinking about people that are in power and can control you in the sense of telling you what you can and can't do, it can put you in a psychological tailspin that puts you in a position of weakness. And so if you do that, you put yourself in a dangerous position, which is why I'm saying best not assume people are racist unless you have empirical proof or you're in danger. And with this, I'll see you again.